So-called priest of the eternal fire, I think you have some answering to do
Not
for
so fast,
yourself.
Roach.
I hereby find you guilty of war crimes. What do you have to say?
Well, Witcher, have you completed your task?
I completed mine quite well, but it looks like you didn't tie up your loose ends.
So, took care of the graves. Interesting, actually. One of the corpses proved to be quite, well, alive. And pretty talkative.
What do you mean?
Fistech dealer. One of them survived. Had an awfully interesting story to tell.
Intriguing. I would purchase this story from you. For all time. Exclusively.
We have a deal. Your honor is your own business. You're a dishonorable man, that's fine. So long as it doesn't have any consequences upon me, I will take your money.
Deal.
Take this and get out of my sight.
Thank you kindly.
Oh.
You have a good evening, you dirty bastard. Now, there's no need for us to cross the river here quite so soon. We're still heading to the inn at the crossroads in order to find Hendrik, a spy for the Empire who may know information of Ciri's whereabouts. And that's a tree which is causing me a lot of trouble. And
Faster.
of course, I don't believe it's going to be any easy journey finding Ciri. I'm probably going to have some whereabouts of this spy, so-called agent. You want to be a lad?
Giddy up.
Oh, laddie. But I don't think it's just going to be, oh yeah, Ciri's down the road, set in the store on the corner of 5th Avenue, you know, just head down there, pop down, pick her up, and up you go. I think it's going to be a bit more troublesome than that. We're going to find a few obstacles in our path, for sure. This game has a lot of information, a lot of content to give across, and hello, dears. And, dears? No, I'm not sure. Have we made it to our destination? No, we haven't. That's a wild dog.
Move it.
And this hut has lights in it. Okay, Roach, you know what to do. We call this the, raptor maneuver? I don't know why this is called the raptor maneuver, but it is. Raptors. Let's go. Okay, or you can just go away. Up the hill and down the hill. And the raptor maneuver is when you gallop away for a little bit, and you come back in stronger than before. Come at me, wild dog. There we go. 2 clean swipes. That thing is down. Roach, you stay here. I'm going to investigate this house. Oh, I'm not leaving. Maybe I do have food. Well, there's one thing. I hate its judgment. Preconceived ideas about who I am, what I've been through. I am going to give you food.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, you're a little kitty.
When did you last eat?
A week back. Half a charred squirrel and a handful of berries.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give you some food. Do not doubt that. That man is crawling around looking for grubs.
Why are you out here alone? Where are your parents?
Blackens killed some of them. Others kicked us out themselves. Too many mouths to feed, they said.
Terrible, terrible story there. Let me give you something. I don't know what I've got, but take it all.
Here. Be sure to share it with the others.
Thank you. Here, for you. For your kindness.
I may have given them a loaf of bread. Something similar. Oh wow, there's quite a few of them. Oh, she gave me a doll! And a book in Beast's clothing. You don't mind if I I'll just stay here for a moment, you know, just got a book to read next to that slowly dying bonfire there. Let's head across. Let's check out this doll. I don't think it's anything special. No, just a common item. Can be sold, dismantled, etc., etc. Now, in Beast's clothing. As you know, we are on the quest for the most elegant and beautiful robe in the land, and maybe this is the answer. They entered his hut and began to search. First, they tore through his bed. Dried twigs covered the sheet. That was the first proof, for werewolves return at dawn after a night of hunting. Okay, this is about werewolves. Their bare feet covered in the forest's droppings. They found the second proof under his bed, a wolf's hide. The werewolf surely dressed himself in it when transforming with the setting sun, and shed it again when he turned to man the next day. Having found these powerful proofs, they ceased deliberation and began the hunt, vowing to find the lycanthrope and bind him in silver chains. Well, well, well. Not about any elegant robe at all. Sadly, it's about werewolves. Lovely. There are werewolves in this land. I'm really not too excited to... What's a sword for witches? I'll read that another time, I'm sure. I'm not too keen to encounter a werewolf. Yeah, they don't agree with what I'm saying, that's what I thought.
Got a lovely friend today.
But I'm glad I did my good deed for the day, although let's head over to the bestiary. And there we go. Alrighty. These are actually two different beasts here. Ulfheden seem like some, yeah, diseased version of werewolves or something. Obviously, it looks like werewolves and lycanthropy is, of course, a curse or a disease. Wolves aren't as bad as they're made out to be. Hey, killing wolves is no easy feat there, right? Like, they're quite formidable, and they got teeth that, like, bite you, and jaws that clamp, and paws that scratch, and they're small and get everywhere. Werewolves, though, they're every bit as bad and worse. Werewolves are creatures with both men and wolves inside them. When beastly form, they kill and hunger for raw flesh, and the man's cruel and calculating intelligence. A werewolf's condition comes about through a curse, and the transformations happen outside his conscious control. When he reverts to human form, he has no memory of his deeds, otherwise he would surely go mad and take his own life. Werewolves are active at night, particularly when the moon is full, though they hunt alone. When threatened, they will summon wolves to aid them. Werewolves rarely feel the need to flee, for few adversaries put up much of a fight against them. They strike as swiftly as lightning, with claws sharp as razors, and regenerate any damage received in mere moments. When fighting werewolves, a witcher should wield a blade covered in oil harmful to the cursed, and have a large supply of devil's puffballs handy. Ah, cute. A werewolf's curse can sometimes be lifted. Can at times be lifted, yet there is no universal, surefire method for doing this. A witcher seeking to undertake such a task must therefore equip himself with a great deal of patience and sturdy armor. Alright. And these... so these are a breed of werewolf found in Skellige. So the harsh and barren conditions of the Isles might explain why they primarily hunt men and are stronger than their continental brethren. Yeah, just a slightly evolved, a different evolutionary path, I guess you could say. Comes through different environments. And so the Ulfheden branch off from the main brand of werewolf, which can be found on the continental lands, which I am not stoked about whatsoever. Not too keen on finding a werewolf, and here we are. Let's just cross this land bridge and head over to the inn. I believe this is the small town that we need to be at. Here we are. This land is... seen better days, it feels like.
Slow now. Whoa.
So I'll slaughter her myself. Hide her corpse beneath the floorboards. Those bastards won't have her. Alright.
Okay.
Let's go.
No, we're not going anywhere, Roach. You stay right there underneath this small canopy. And I will head inside and see what I can find out about this Imperial agent, Hendrik. No need to ignite the torch outside the door. Are we alone? There's no spies here following me or listening to my Bruno. What were you thinking, Bruno, coming here? I know who you are, alright. You're creepy folk. You are. All of you. And Bruno, you're the worst of them.
We're simple folk. We seek no quarrel.
Creepy folk. I swear. Bruno, I don't want you at all coming up to me ever again, okay? The last time that we encountered, you obviously didn't remember it. But that may have something to do with... I have no need to extinguish your candles. I'm sorry. It may have something to do with the hit that I gave you. Don't ever approach me again and say anything about my beautiful hair. Innkeep, I'm looking for an Imperial agent by the name of Hendrik. Have you seen him?
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
Okay, this might take longer than anticipated. Every time we go into an inn, we have to get disturbed.
I'll open the back way for you.
No man of retreating, I'm a man of bravery.
Got company. Who is it?
I would like to know, though, who it is.
Innkeep, vodka.
My name's not Vodka.
Who's this one?
Brave warrior, looks like. Got 2 swords, see?
I have no quarrel with you.
Great boy. What's the point of having 2 swords?
Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers, too.
You fucking deaf? Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
This is how it's gonna work. This is not my inn, so... Hey, the diplomatic approach.
How
I like
about
the sound of
buy
that.
everybody around?
Why would you?
Got the coin for it. Simple as that.
I don't drink with strangers.
We share a round, won't be strangers anymore. Then we go our separate ways.
And which way might yours be?
I have no need to hide it. Not like you're gonna follow me, and if you do, I'll rip your tongue out of your head.
On my way to Novigrad.
City of whores and whoremongers.
That's right, I'm a whore. My secret identity has been uncovered. I guess I can push my luck here. Maybe see if things can go my way a
Who are
bit.
you?
Oh, aye. And why do you care?
I'd like to know who I'm drinking with, obviously. Just
Like to
you.
know who I'm drinking with. Just like you.
We're the Baron's men. And you're in his land.
A baron holds these lands? Must be quite a man. Doesn't seem to care a lick about all the Imperials here. More and more arriving, too.
Bloody Baron's not some poncy prick son of a rich lord. So no, he's not like to piss his britches at the sight of a black-winged head.
This is interesting stuff.
Our Baron's Baron, because that's the way we want it. And if that strikes anyone as wrong, well, we encourage them to speak their mind.
Time for a drink.
To your health. And mine.
Bottoms up.
Can't believe I just got away with that. I just avoided a
If you
fight.
want a rest, come with me. I've a bench you can use.
I think that's 2 fights in one night I've avoided. I could have
Step in the hut.
slaughtered that priest of the eternal fire as he stood, his guardsmen too. Decapitated the both of them. Decided to take my crowns and spend it on drinks for men of the Baron. Wait, Bruno! Bruno, you're still here! You don't learn, do you? Can't you tell everyone evacuated apart from you? Creepy, as I said. Creepy folk, right there.
Thanks for not starting a row with those swine.
I don't generally poke my nose in other people's business.
Just my
Looking
sword.
to stay the night?
No.
Hendrik.
I'm looking for Hendrik.
Man lives in Heatherton,
Don't know where that is.
other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning, saw a strange glow. Imperials on the raid, perhaps. But who knows?
What do you know about him?
Anything else you can tell me about Hendrik?
Odd fellow. Arrived from who knows where and for no apparent reason. Shacked up with a widow whose husband was stabbed for a scrap of bread.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Aye, and he stays out of their way. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages to disappear.
Thanks, Innkeep.
A man of intelligence. Needs to be able to cover his tracks. No one seems to know where he came from. Bruno, you're an interesting sight, you are. You have no quarrel with the world. I referred to as bandits. They were the Baron's men. I didn't consider... I guess the Baron is some sort of gang leader or something of the sort. I guess I just said some sort of and something of the sort in one sentence. Hang me now. I could just head on straight to find Hendrik again. Or I could consult the notice board. Let's quickly consult the notice board, see if there's any information. This looks like an interesting... My true-born brother, Mikhail, is missing. Anyone who finds him, or at least finds out what fate has met him, will generously be rewarded. And I'll slip a good word to the Baron about you as well. You'll find me at the end of the crossroads. Bruno! Bruno! Bruno, we have a word. You... Can... That looked like some sort of synchronizing dance move we were doing there. Bruno, I will help you out, alright? Maybe I misjudged you, you know, maybe you're not that weird after all. Maybe you are simply silent because of your sorrows to do with your missing brother. Mikhail. It's alright, Bruno. I'll get your brother back, mainly because I want coin, because I'm gonna buy a pretty dress one day.
A witcher, and not a second too soon.
Well, I was here just sooner and you ignored me, but that's alright.
Understand you have a contract for me.
Oi, it's my brother Mikkel. Been a week now since he took the women of Bellows into the hills.
The women of Bellows?
Bellows were a rich village, till the war passed through. Huts were burned down, larders cleared out, all the menfolk conscripted. Women were left to fend for themselves, without food nor shelter. No one wanted them. Redanians wouldn't let them into Novigrad, so Mikkel took them to the old mines. Get them out of the rain at least. And I've not had word from them since.
Alright. Yeah. What would I get for this?
Could look into it, if you paid me more.
280? That's how much you were gonna pay me? Wow. A priest of the eternal fire only values his life at 60 crowns, and you value your brothers at 280. I find that incredibly empathetic and just beautiful,
Alright,
Bruno.
my brother's life's at stake, so I can't skimp. It's a deal.
I didn't even change it. You get what you are given.
Alright, I'll look for your brother. How will I recognize him?
Shouldn't be hard. You were the only lad in a group of women.
Corpses aren't always in a condition where I can determine the sex.
Corpses? Take it back. They got lost is all. But, if worst comes to worst, well, he had calfskin ankle boots, work of master clogs. Told him not to wear them into the hills, it'd only ruin him. But he was so proud of him.
Think I know enough. Thanks.
So the man's wearing Ugg boots, and he's in the hills with many women in caves. Interesting. Bruno, you are an honorable man. I misjudged you, for sure. I did misjudge you. And I'm looking at the red skull above that side information panel. Contract, missing brother, red skull above it. Makes me think I'm gonna have to fight quite a formidable foe. Red skull may even lead me to believe I can't see anything. There we go. Hello. Hey there. Yes, hi there, Geralt. Leads me to believe that I may not even be able to defeat whatever is waiting for me in the hills. Oh, this is quite close to... this is just here, I believe, is the hut where the Priest of the Eternal Fire was. We went up the path and then we went down here to this small land, the inn at the crossroads. And we can go receive information or retrieve the brother. Mikkel, not Mikhail. Alright, I'll be back soon. And I'll be back to continue on my path to finding Hendrik. But for now, Bruno requires my assistance. And I respect you, Bruno. I respect you far more than I respect that damned priest. Okay, it's telling me to go interesting ways. I feel like this would just be the quickest way, but, you know. you know, it tells me. It has its reasons for telling me the way. There's the hut which we encountered previously. Hello, soldiers. Honorable men. I have no quarrel with you. I really have no quarrel with anyone, really. Apart from anyone who gets in the way of me in a fancy robe. It's really my only requirement, is that you don't get in the way of me and my desire to look snazzy as all hell. We are here. The stars are twinkling. By the time we exit this mine, it may be noon. I really have no idea how long this is going to take. I hope not too long. Okay. Not a good start.
Takes strength to do something like this.
Please tell me it's not a full moon. Please. Or was it a new moon? It actually says next to the minimap you can see it. You can see the shape of the moon. It's a waxing crescent, I believe is what it's called. Or is it waning? I have no clue, but let me get my Witcher senses out and make sure that I haven't missed anything. That's just a bush I can retrieve. Any information down here? There's a dock area. No, buckets. Buckets of coarse material, probably retrieved from the mine itself. And footsteps.
Monster tracks.
Monster tracks, not footsteps. Okay, there's a formidable foe ahead of us. And I think that means that it's time to oil up. Ooh, that sounded... Ooh, I'm not sure about what I just said there, really. Oils. Yes, I have necrophage oil. Spectre. What if it is a spectre? Can I get some of this then? Arenaria. I'll just retrieve what is nearby. I'll just retrieve what is in this small shrub. Hornwort. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. This is also hornwort, obviously. And looks like there is this small spring grape. I'm sure I have encountered that word before through one of these alchemy. Okay, I have the same in bomb. Werewolf decoction. Yes, so there's the information that we received from reading that book. And okay, I've got Thunderbolt. I cannot make any of these quite yet. White honey clears toxicity and cancels all active potion effects. And this one is honeysuckle. Makes sense. Alright, looks like we can't do that much right now. I'm full on health. I don't believe I have... so let's go to usable items. That's the one. Thunderbolt. Okay, that's the potion, of course. Necrophage oil. We can apply it to my sword, just in case it is some sort of necrophage. I don't believe it is, but, you know, why not? It doesn't give me any disadvantage. I don't think rubbing my sword in apple juice and covering it in dried fruit and nuts will do any use whatsoever. So, let's head straight in. It's time for you to meet your maker. Okay. What have we got here? It's awfully dark, and there's a ladder. So let's just get down the ladder. Actually, can I ignite this torch and actually grab the torch off it? Can I grab the torch off of the... Doesn't look like it. That's alright. That's fine. I do not need it. I will be able to see. My white hair will glow the way. I really can't see much at all. Is there any information so far? Some fungi have been growing on the side. I will gladly take puffballs, seeing as puffballs are used against werewolves. What do we have in here? I will for sure loot this crate. Silver ore. I don't even need to do any of the hard work and I'll come out of this a rich man. Did I examine these tracks already? It looks like we're going straight to the direction of the foe. And that's alright. Roach is not coming down here. And so he won't be getting in our way at all. I'm not sure whether I should be igniting these along the way, but I am sure that I should be looting these along the way. Thread, sap, diagram, DISGLAIR, 12 page follet decoction. Brilliant. Recipes, water, and Redanian lager. I can't quite remember what alcohol actually performed on the body. It's something to do with health and invigorating. Okay, looks like the monster actually convened here. Wait, were there two? This leads me to think that there were two monsters, or that one monster made a circuit of the land. And let's just try and see if we can see what's going on down here. Okay, let's just jump straight in then, I guess. Well, here we go. I need to swim a bit quicker, you know? Like, I do have a limited amount of breath. Can I even reach the surface in time? I'm worried, guys. This is gonna be my demise. Curse you, Bruno. Curse you and everything you stand for, Bruno. Oh, I made it. The surface was just closer than I thought. Okay. How are we looking now? No tracks. Interesting. We seem to be, you know, a bit of a side room. A bit of okay. Okay. I did not like the look of that at all.
Eggs will hatch soon. Gotta destroy them.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Let's just quickly, real quick, just, you know. Oh, okay. No, that was a miss. Yeah. I really do not want to see whatever come out of those. But I would like to see what comes out of that. I like mushrooms. Small pond, doesn't look like much whatsoever.
Blood, flesh,
big blood stain.
digestive juices. Food for its young.
This seems like some sort of...
a venomous one.
Yeah, some sort of spider. Bestiary entry added. Okay, looks like we have enough information to now know what is inside of this mine. So let's go to the glossary and head to the bestiary. We'll go down to insectoids and we will click heresy. Of course, some sort of spider. I was correct in assuming that. Valen's woods and bogs brim with monsters. This fact is well known. And thus, when the war drove refugees into this hostile land, certain of their number thought to avoid the dangers of the lowlands by hiding in an abandoned mine. Poor Mikkel. They were in for an unfortunate surprise. The shaft they chose for their sanctuary was inhabited by a poisonous Arrakis, a merciless and bloodthirsty monster. The Witcher knew he was in for a tough fight. The Arrakis had dwelled in the mine for years and had grown large and particularly strong and resilient in that time. Like other members of its vile species, it would be dangerous both at close quarters and at a distance. I'm guessing it can spit some sort of toxin. What's more, it was almost certainly venomous. He would need to imbibe Swallow or Golden Oriole, or both, before attacking it if he was to stand a chance of surviving. As a small consolation, the Witcher knew the monster would be vulnerable to its signs, especially Igni, Ard, and Yrden, as well as to the Northern Wind Bomb. Vulnerable against insectoid oil, and of course Swallow is something that's required of me. So, do I have any Swallow on me? I don't believe I do. I have no Thunderbolt. I have some Lager. Oh, hold on. What's down here? Is this? Oh, it's 20L, not Swallow. I thought I had Swallow. And 10% chance to dismember. That's what the trophy is giving me. Hey, I didn't realize that the trophy actually gave you buffs or, you know, bonuses. Let's real quickly. Oh, this is a lot of things. Let's really quickly head over here. And oh no, I mean alchemy. Let's head over to alchemy and quickly double check because we did just retrieve a this is what we got. Foglet decoction increases sign intensity during cloudy weather. Interesting. Necrophage oil, I already have one of those. Swallow. There we go. We're missing Celandine and Drowner Brain. I don't know how this is gonna go for us. I am quite scared indeed. But there's nothing that we can do but head forward. believe my necrophage oil is doing much against these guys. But that's fine. I will still defeat them eventually. Sure. And maybe their bodies will actually give me something of use as I continue. Oh no, okay, let's just destroy these before doing anything. Is that everything? Oh, what's this? Ooh, gross. Some globulous substance there. 20 Al. What does 20 Al even do? I can't quite remember, but it's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy having some 20 Al. And here we go. Is that his half?
A shoe bearing Master Clog's mark.
Yep.
All that's left of the body.
Is that his vertebrae lying on the ground? God damn.
Putting yourself
Okay.
to the sword, all the better. Ugly bastard.
This thing apparently is dangerous at long distances too. Well, there we go. I think we learnt our lesson. We had to die sometime. It's the first time we've died in the game. We did well, but maybe maybe we need to come back to that mission at another time, or entirely avoid it. The game actually works on a save system, not on a continual system. So I believe when I load my recent save, I will actually be brought back to where I most recently was, which probably was inside the mine if it auto-saved at any time then. But I believe that we learned our lesson. The red skull above the quest markers, I think that is not something to be trifled with. We didn't even look at the quest in our menu, but it could have said something like suggested level 48, and we're level 3, I believe. So, although we learnt a lot in that little stint in the mine, and it may load us straight back into the mine right now. I'm not actually sure where it will pick up from. But regardless of that, we will make a decision on what to do about that goddamn spider living in the mine, feasting on the corpses of many women apparently, and Mikkel. I believe it's a hopeless cause, though. I believe it's a hopeless cause. That's fine. We learnt our lesson.
Putting yourself to the sword, all the better.
Okay, the save is right here. Let's just give this one more shot. I really don't think that I can defeat this thing whatsoever. I had trouble with one of these guys before. Get out of the way, box. Oh my god. I had trouble with just trying to defeat one of these young arrows. Yeah. Okay. I get it. I get right there. I get it. I'm getting poisoned. I'm getting destroyed. I'm getting annihilated. There's really nothing we can do. Let's retreat. Retreat. Did I not go the right way? Problems. You are kidding me. We will see how this goes in the next episode. Getting out of here will be quite a task, and that's where we'll pick up from next time. Thank you very much for watching. It's been me, Vito, and I will see you then.